Hey there folks, and welcome back to the I Am CDB project. I'm your host CDB. You are not, and today is Monday, but it's holiday, Columbus Day. And so we're going to do a shave video. Didn't have a chance to do any this weekend. I'll get into that in a moment. We're going to use Wickham Super Smooth. This one is Club Cola. It really is one of my favorite scents ever. I cannot describe it, but it's beautiful, beautiful. This is old now, so it's starting to discolor a little bit. But it still works just fine. It still smells fine. And one of the reasons is I don't put water in this. I've always scooped it out and I don't lather in the tub, as you know. And this is really good stuff. It used to be retailed in the United States. I'm not sure if it is. I know you can order it from the UK. But anyway, I really like it and I really like the scent. I still have the Raw Shaving RS18 here. Haven't sent it back yet because they're going to send something else for me to try. Then I'm going to send it back, so we'll use this one. Again, very, very nice razor. Let's just wet the face here and get going. I hope everyone had a nice weekend. I did. It was my father-in-law and mother-in-law's 50th anniversary, and they had a party, and it was very nice, and got to catch up with my wife's family, you know, which was really nice. Busy. It was a busy weekend, but it was also nice. And now, of course, I'm back home. Unfortunately, today is a holiday, and I'll take it. I never complain about a holiday, regardless of what that holiday is. I'm just grateful. And so I think, by and large, probably most of us should spend more time being grateful. I'm certainly grateful to be able to be home today and enjoy a nice day. The sun is actually out today, which normally in fall here, it starts to get pretty cloudy and sort of icky, lack of a better term. But today, it's actually looking pretty good. So maybe we'll go outside for a little bit and do some chores or just sit outside or who knows what. But we'll certainly find something to do because it's too nice a day to sit around inside anyway. And again, excuse me, the Raw RS18. And again, I want to bring to your attention, and you'll probably hear tremendous feedback on this razor, audible feedback. You can just really feel it, or hear it, I should say. You can feel it too. I have enjoyed using this razor. It certainly is a good quality razor. And boy, if you like audible feedback, it really provides it big time. Not bad at all. And it does a good job shaving too. It's a smooth shaver. That's, you know, for me, the razors that I like the most are the ones who do a good job with efficiency while maintaining smoothness. You can get very aggressive and take a lot of whiskers off per stroke, but if it feels like sandpaper, I don't like it. I want it to be efficient and yet smooth, and this razor certainly does that. So again, it's expensive. There's no way around it, but I've enjoyed using it, and then we'll see what else Raw Shaving is sending. We'll let you give that a look. People did raise concerns about the lubricating strips on this razor. And again, I encourage you, if you were concerned about that, reach out to Raw Shaving, and you know, they can tell you what their plans are for this razor or how many they've produced. Because I know folks said, well, you know, if something happens and they stop making those lubricating strips, my razor won't be worth a hoot. And I can understand that. It's a legitimate concern, but I would sort of point you to Raw Shaving for those sort of questions, because I certainly do not know. But as of now, there's plenty available, so you know, you can take that into consideration. Nice razor though, that is for sure, and a good smooth shaver, which of course, you know, I like a lot. Listen to that. Don't know if you can hear that, but I sure can. You can never tell when you're using a razor like this if that sound comes across in the video. So, but it does a really good job. Nice shaver. Very nice indeed. Hope everyone, again, had a great weekend, and I certainly wish you a great week this week. And I hope that can sort of get beyond politics for a while. You know, I like to follow what goes on in the news, and I like to talk about it, but boy, you can get fatigued from it due to all the extremes. You know, everybody's extreme and tribal, and they don't give an inch. There's no compromise, and it's unfortunate on this, you know, Kavanaugh thing. Hopefully that's over now, and folks will sort of retreat to their sides, or better yet, find some way to come together rather than retreating to their sides, because I think that's a big part of the problem. I really got tired of hearing about the Kavanaugh stuff. But anyway, neither here nor there. It's a beautiful day outside today, and that's something to be grateful for. And if you have relative good health and a good family and all that, then there's everything to be happy about. And I got to tell you, 2018 for me, and I'm sure I'll talk more about this as the year draws to a close, was a year of tremendous change for me. Enormous amount of change, you know. Failed relationship, new marriage, all that kind of stuff. A lot of adjustments had to be made. New place to live. Well, there was the one of the things that made the transition easier was I already knew my wife. In fact, I had posted on Facebook the other day. My mother-in-law had found a picture of my wife and I from probably 1989, you know, together. And so what I was getting to, the point I was trying to make, was that made that transition easier because I already knew her, I already knew her family. So that certainly made it easier. But there was certainly a lot of other transition and change that wasn't as easy. And so I've done my best to work through it. And I'm a creature of habit. I like to do things the same way a lot of the time. And when I get out of my routine, sometimes I get a little grumpy, and, you know, I like things a certain way. And I think most of us do. And then when you get sort of pushed out of that a little bit, it can take a toll on you. But I've tried to remain in as good a spirit as possible. And I've done pretty good. I haven't been perfect at it. Of course, nobody is, but, you know, that's my long way of saying I hope 2019 is less turbulent than 2018 was. I had some very good things that happened, and then I had some things that weren't so great. Of course, you know, that happens to most people, and so I'm not alone in it. But if you have had one of those years, as I've had, where it's been up and down, you know, just be thankful that you're still here and you have the opportunity to draw breath and make tomorrow a better day. That's the way I look at it anyway. All right, let me rinse. That was a fantastic shave. Let me rinse. We'll come back and do the post. Stay tuned. All right, here we are, back with the magic made by witches. There's Witch Hazel, which you see right here. Every week, or whenever you watch. I hope it's every week. But on the other hand, people have things to do, and I get that. Quick review, or summary of what we use, because this is not a review. I don't do reviews. Raw Shaving RS18. Really magnificent shaver. Expensive, but it does a great job. Provides great audible feedback. Efficient, smooth shaver, would be the way I would characterize it. RazoRock 400. Fantastic brush, which I use often. You see it here. The RazoRock brushes at their prices are just phenomenal. I mean, in today's world, in my opinion, to spend $200 or $150 for a brush is ridiculous, unless you're just looking for a fancy handle or custom. Otherwise, there are just too many great brushes that perform wonderfully at very low cost, $20 or under. Wickham, super smooth, very good stuff. I like it. And we'll finish off with a little fine, fresh vetiver. I'm just in the mood for something a little bright this morning. And you know, it's fall here. And this is a, fairly bright scent, but I don't care. I'm inappropriate that way when it comes to scents. I use what I want, when I want, and you should too. Don't ever let yourself be a prisoner to what other people say or think, particularly those who do so with monetary gain in mind. That is to say, oh, you can't wear that because it's fall, because they want you to buy a bunch of fall stuff. Now, there is some science behind it. I get it. But guess what? Nobody ever complains when I'm wearing a nice citrus in the fall. Still smells good. I get all the reasons why they say you should wear this in the fall and this in summer. I just don't care, quite frankly. And you shouldn't either unless you want to. That's my opinion anyhow. Anyway, I guess I'll wrap it up. That's all there is to talk about today, at least for this video. I'll shave the dome and get that underway here in a moment. But I want to thank you, as always, for watching. And I want to wish you a very happy week. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB. You're not. God bless.